look how I want her to look physically, I don't want her to come because the look of everything is so important to me. Like if she ain't thick enough, nope. Her not did good enough, nope. Can't dress, nope. Skinny, nope.
I don't see nothing wrong with that until y'all are ready to call out the hypocrisy.
Spend it, baby, spend it, baby, on me. Spend it, baby, spend it. Prada, Indy, on me.
Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Codenamechanel, and I've been wanting to talk about this topic. And I know that it's played out, and I know that everybody's been talking about it. But has Codenamechanel talked about it? No. Okay, so now I get to talk about it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, then you know, like I know, it's all love. Thank you guys for tuning in. Okay, so if you don't know, that's Erica Banks. She's a Dallas-based rapper. And she made a comment about how she didn't want you skinny hoes, ugly hoes, dusty hoes in her section.
Party, but the club, I feel like bitches gotta look a certain way to come.
Okay, so there's a few things that I want to say about this. And what I think the part that we're missing out on this is she's talking about club culture. This other girl had went viral and had said this before, like how she only wants to be around bad bitches. I have a story time. You guys, please go check it out. When I went to a section with one of my friends is my old friend who never really could dress, just always looked like she was going to the laundromat when we were going out to the club. And while we were in the section, a man physically, I don't want to say put his hands on her, but snatched a drink out of this woman's hand. This woman was my friend at the time. So I don't think y'all understand how if you're going to the club and you don't want to pay for anything, you do have to look a certain fucking way. Now here's the thing. Don't do wait. Hold on a sec. Before y'all, oh my gosh, Chanel, it's not about how you look. When my whole channel is based on looking a certain way to attract a certain type of man. That's why some of y'all don't need to be in the club. Some of y'all don't need to be in the club because I'm telling you, these clubs is ruthless. And if you don't want to pay, I always tell my friends this, like I went somewhere and I was like, you know what? I already know how men act in the club and act about their sections. Yes, it's 10 of them. They get $200 each. They scrape it up so that they can make a movie in the club. And when people say last night was a movie, when guys in the club say last night was a movie, Casa Azul and some Hennessy and some bad bitches in the section. That's what the movie looked like to them. To me, a motion picture would be like Mission Impossible. To them, a motion picture is popping some bottles in the club. So when I know I'm going out with a certain amount of girls, like if it's 6 or 7 of us, I tell them all the time, and you can quote, ask my friends. I always say, let's just buy a section. I'll buy a section. When I tell y'all, I am not about to be scattling in a motherfucking section. But when you guys are wandering into random Hollywood clubs in Miami and stuff like that, y'all don't ever think these people only want a certain type of look in their club, because everybody talks about how Miami's a tough crowd and 10 in Utah, but 4 in Miami. People talk about this all the time, but we need to understand the context of this. What are we saying? We're saying that if you don't look a certain way, if you don't fit this certain look, that you're not getting inside the club.
The club and the gym having common actually is the expectation around what kind of body should be in the space. And usually in the gym and in the club, the idea is that this is a space for bad bitches or for people who are thin, for people who are traditionally attractive. In other words, people who are not fat.
POV, you can't get into a nightclub in LA because you're FAT.
Okay. Now, we're going to get to Erica because it just opened up a lot. It opens up a lot. It opened up a deep wound that I thought was closed, but it's not closed. This wound is very much open. Now, when we talk about picking friends, it just brings me to like the hypocrisy of it all, right? Okay, this is the first hypocrisy. Make sure that my mic is on. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Okay, so the first hypocrisy of it all is on TikTok. There was a viral TikTok. And this guy, and I'm sorry, you guys, I don't know, I didn't save the video, but he said, what happened to y'all talking about when y'all going to Miami? And that viral TikTok, not Hit the Floor, what's that show? Dancing Dolls, when she was I'm gonna put the baddest heifers on the floor. Everybody was going viral saying, oh, for my birthday dinner, I'm gonna put the baddest heifers on the floor. Or POV, when I'm going to Miami and we're trying to get into the club, I'm gonna put the baddest heifer. I don't want no scrubs, I don't want no garbage. Okay, y'all remember that? Y'all remember when y'all said that y'all were picking certain friends to come with you, certain places. Y'all remember y'all said that. Okay, cool. Just making sure that y'all remember them little TikToks y'all was making.
I know y'all know what Erica Banks said on her story, and I'm not defending her or nothing. I'm just trying to show y'all how y'all switch up and act like y'all care. Y'all remember that sound when they were like, I'm putting the baddest heifers on the floor? Is that not what y'all meant? I seen so many people making that TikTok talking about, literally go type up, I'm putting the baddest heifers on the floor, go to the sound, and you gonna see the TikTok they was talking about me picking out who I'm going to Miami with.
All right, bet. So then secondly, and I don't know all the lyrics, but why aren't we rioting and protesting when these men say, oh, I don't want no skinny girl, she gotta be thick. One quote that comes to mind is a recent song that's actually viral on TikTok when Finesse Two Times, who is a rapper, it's a rapper, and he says in his song, I forget what the name of the song is, but he says, gotta be thick, can't do nothing with no skinny hoe. That's his quote. I'm sorry, that's the exact quote he used. But it's many rappers that say this. It's many rappers that say that. They say this about only wanting light-skinned girls, only wanting red. But the selective outrage. I'm not going to let it go. I'm not going to let you guys riot over some shit that y'all stay ice skating over. I'm going to call something else out, right? And keep in mind, in this video, I'm not saying that Erica Banks is correct, nor am I saying that she's right for what she said, okay? No, I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying that you guys do this on a regular basis, and just because you're not openly saying it, it's just like somebody being like, the outwards racism or the passive aggressive one. What do y'all want? Do y'all want somebody that's blatantly calling you the N-word or using microaggressions? Y'all say y'all like to choose the lesser evil. Like, what she's saying, exactly how these men act in the clubs, exactly how Miami treats women. We know this, exactly how Las Vegas treats women. Don't get me started on how LA treats women, especially darker skinned women, all these places. And then she says her preference, right? What she wants around her in this section or in general. And then you guys have outrage. So then I know the people are going to be in the comments, well, Chanel, that's not how you should choose friends. That's not how friends should be chosen. I agree. You should base your friends. You should want friends that have substance. You should want friends that are good care. I know my wig looking crazy, y'all. You should want friends that have good care. Yo, I hear what you're saying. Okay, so boom. What about your faves? How do your friends look? Okay, because we're not talking about how Glorilla got her day ones, no matter how they look, no matter the shape or sizes. Our girl Glorilla got her day ones in the video. Okay, cool. So Glorilla, she got friends all shapes, all sizes, all colors and shit, right? Okay, but what about your faves? Let's come on now, because Chanel likes to have conversations. What about your faves? What about let's start with Arrogant Tay. Do y'all not be in his comments? I've seen it before, and I don't remember if I still follow him. But do y'all not be in Arrogant Tay's comments saying, oh, you only do a certain type of girl's hair, or you only post a certain type of girl, or he's obsessed with the Kardashian? Who does Arrogant Tay hang out with? He hangs out with thick girls. Or if it's a dark-skinned girl, she got some type of curve or something or whatever. They all got surgery, BBLs, ass shots, tummy tucks, the athletic BBLs, regular BBLs. He likes the vixen look. Arrogant Tay likes the vixen looks. If you don't know who Arrogant Tay is or the vixen look is, this is what he likes and this is who he hangs around with, right? They all have the same aesthetic. Is it a coincidence? I think not. And this is why the hypocrisy that you guys don't call out, because Arrogant Tay says all the time, like, what type of girl he wants, what he thinks is pretty, what he thinks is attractive or whatever. And if you really want to get down to the nitty gritty, it's always the lighter. We don't need to get into it. This is who he hangs out with. These are the girls. They all look the same. And the fact that y'all going to try to insult me and make it seem like it's a coincidence that all the girls that he does their hair and hangs out with them looks the same. Okay, cool. All right, so it's a coincidence. I'm going to let it slide. It's a coincidence that all his friends, he's basing it off a character. These girls are loyal. These girls are funny. These girls are smart, all this. And they just all happen to have the same plastic surgery, the same fillers, the same lip injections. Like, it's a coincidence. I'm going to let that slide. Okay, so now let's talk about Lori Harvey. What her friends look like? What her friends look like? Thin, kind of the subtle lipo or whatever look, a couple of fillers here and there, nothing dramatic, nothing that's good, no cat or nothing too intense. They just are smart girls. They all went to school together. They all went to middle school together. They all grew up together, and they just all happen to look the same and have this same aesthetic. And okay, but where are they fat friends at? Where are the BBW their friends? Because we know that they're basing their friendships off of character. I want y'all to stop the fucking hypocrisy, and I just want y'all to cut it the fuck out. Cut it the fuck out. Okay, Kylie. What about her friend group? What about Kylie? What about who she hangs out with? Please, you guys, please stop it. Okay? What Erica Banks said was really dumb as fuck because I was kind of getting with her when I thought she was just describing a bad bitch. But when she said no skinny bitches, first off, no skinny girl discrimination, it's not gonna fly over here. BBW's discrimination, whatever, it's not gonna fly over here. First off, the skinny girls that have that baddie look or whatever, they're getting in this section. Don't get me wrong. Look, if I go into a club right now, if I go to Houston, it's 1:30 a.m. and I'm just now walking in, y'all, because I'm always late somewhere. When I go and I'm peeping the sections, there's 3-4 skinny girls in every section. Like, have that certain look and you are on the smaller side, you're slim, you're going to get into a section. Nobody is discriminated. It would be the big girl not getting into a section before the skinny girl. Now, I'm not saying that you guys, the skinny girls don't get discriminated against, because look at what Erica Banks said. It really didn't make any sense to me, but it's weird because Erica Banks used to be skinny herself. And it's like, this the thing is too, new surgery girls that just got surgery. And let me tell y'all this, I've been getting surgery since, and don't quote me, for about like 9 years now. It's always the new body girls that y'all want to represent for the plastic surgery girls. Like, oh, it's always the such and such girls or the BBL girls or lipo girls or whatever. Well, they call everybody a BBL. If you get lipo, you got a BBL. If you get a breast implants, you get BBL. So y'all always them. First off, it's not. It's not. The girls like me who've been getting surgery since forever, like I done lost count. I have nothing against nobody that don't want to get no fucking surgery. I really don't. You're not gonna hear me talk about it. It's just not what I do. The new body girls, you know what I'm saying? The new body girls, I'm old money when it comes to surgery. That's new money. So new money is always gonna have something to say. They always got something to prove. Just tell by how she acting, because she definitely used to be awkwardly shaped, octangular, octagonish shaped. And definitely before that, she was slim. So, I mean, you sometimes you forget where you come from. But I just, I hope that I said everything that I wanted to say in this video. And I hope I made some points that people are, in this day and age, we're talking about 2022, are basing friendships off of who looks aesthetically pleasing, who is going to get them in the section. The girls in the comments, and these are the girls that I know be in the club. That be in the club. And I don't even be in the motherfucking club. But the girls that be in the club and they're commenting like, I don't agree with her, you don't choose your friends off of that, then there wouldn't be a million fucking TikToks talking about, oh, I met this girl, she was pretty and she did this. Or I met this girl, she was really pretty. I don't know how she had low self-esteem, because you're basing your friendships off of how somebody looks. So like, I've done it too. Like, oh my God, like, you're cute, like, we're going to be friends or whatever, we're going to finesse niggas, and it never ended up like that. You know what I'm saying? All the people who became my friends based off of me seeing how they treat other people, me hanging around them and seeing how they treat their family, me hanging around them and see how they treat me. Those are my day ones. Those are like, AKA Taylor, my best friend Don. These are friends that I've had since I moved out here. And I think I've been in Dallas for like 6 years, almost 6 years now. It'll be 6 years, October 31st this year. The girls that I used to hang out with, like one in particular, like I knew couldn't really dress or whatever, right? And you don't want to put your friends in that situation. And I never in a million years thought that a friend of mine who invited me to a section, you guys gotta go watch that story time, because it's a true story. A friend of mine, he invited me into a section. It was his section and his other friend's section. This was downtown San Diego. And like his friend didn't like the way that my friend at the time, we're not friends anymore, but he didn't like the way that she looked, and he snatched the drink out of her hand. And I told myself, from now on, either I'm going to buy my own sections, which that's what I do if I'm going to go out and it's that necessary, or somebody is going to invite me where I know that they're not going to do no weird shit about that, because I'm not changing my friends up, even though me and her ain't friends, but I'm not changing my friends up to fit into a section. Like, me and my friends, we get money. If I want to go to a section, my man is going to buy the section. He'll buy the section next to the section, okay? So I'm not changing up my friends to fit what other people think looks aesthetically pleasing. It's loyalty over royalty, and just happen, we choosing real bitches over bad bitches, but just happen my bitches is bad too. So, you know, that's an actual coincidence. But when I tell you that you don't put all my friends together and we all have surgery, like, or that we all have, you know, majority of my friends don't even have surgery. You don't put all of my friends together and they all wear frontals. I have my best friend Don always wears her natural hair 90% of the time. Or you don't put us all together and we're all chocolate girls, or I hang out with a whole bunch of light skinned girls, or I hang out with a whole bunch of Mexican, or we all look different. But y'all, please don't think it's a coincidence that these IG girlies and these celebrities and all that their friends all look the same. They are picking their friends off of what they look like. But y'all mad at Erica Banks. Okay, and just one more thing, you guys, about the Erica Banks thing. So people did not like the Erica Banks thing, right? And I feel like she was trying to say that. First off, another thing too, I forgot to tell you guys. I think that she screen recorded that and sent it to the blogs off her close friends. I don't think anybody screen recorded off her close friends, but that's what you get. Like, you got people in your close friends that don't even fuck with you, and I guess because they're aesthetically pleasing, girl, that they in your close friends. But I find it funny that I feel like the outrage that Erica Banks was getting was because she was a dark-skinned girl or darker-skinned girl. And I know that this is true because immediately people start attacking her appearance. You don't have to be brutally honest. And I've been learning that over the years, that sometimes that brutal, it was very telling because people were saying stuff about her complexion. And it was very like, it was subtle. It was subtle little remarks about her complexion, how, you know, she's dark skinned and she wouldn't get into such and such section, or Miami wouldn't even let her in the club. So y'all know that. Y'all know that they discriminate, right? But the outrage for that, or y'all directly calling somebody out, the club owners, y'all not calling them out. And then, or people were saying something about like immediately of her appearance. And I just thought, was like, this is just another way for y'all to be colorist. That's just another way for y'all to be colorist, because again, the Dreas of the world, the Lori Harvey of the world, they all hang out with, and it's not a coincidence, the girls that are the same complexion as them, the same body build as them. People are choosing not to see the hypocrisy of the situation. Like I get that it's offensive, but we really have to look at, they took it as, okay, now let's talk about your ugly black dark ass. Let's talk about your bad body built ass. Like, oh, you said this, but let me tell you how ugly you are. Same people that if somebody said like a not so attractive, like overweight woman or something, if they said, oh, well, you know, I don't feel good about myself, or I feel like, they'll be like, oh my God, no, you're beautiful, like da-da-da. But let that same girl have it and be like, oh, I only want to hang around pretty girls. They'd be like, oh, you're not cute yourself. You're fat. Do you not see yourself? You're fat. You do not see yourself. Like, that's why the internet, I can never let the internet tell me what the fuck to do or tell me about myself. I see right through the shit. I see right through the shenanigans. And another thing too, another thing about bitches that say they want to be surrounded by bad bitches. Trust me, these are the same girls that say they only want this certain look in the club, and then you and your homegirls look bad as fuck and roll up in the section that they in, and they looking you up and down all night, giving you ugly ass fucking stares. People only want bad bitches hypothetically, and bad bitches, regardless if you guys are tired of hearing this or if this is cheesy or whatever, bad bitches come in all shapes and all sizes. And in the reality, I don't think people can handle real bad bitches, because the real bad bitch confidence is gonna overshine everything else that's going on in the room. Size, shape, size, hair, skin tone, everything. Like, that's the real bad bitch. But anyway, and you guys choose friends off of aesthetics all the time, and y'all are mad at Erica Banks. Oh, join my Patreon if you need extra finesse tips. It's been going down on Patreon. Okay, a girl just got a Bentley on Patreon. All right, I've talked about that, but let's talk about Bentley. There's a lot of success stories on there. It's a lot of tea. Don't forget to join my Patreon, you guys. I'm out, and I miss you guys all the time.